This week at the House of Mario, we rank Metacritic's list of every Nintendo franchise ranked. Did they get it right? We also have some exciting news from Pokemon 2025 Championships. We've got some cool stuff about Pokemon ZA. And Josh and I go head to head in Drag X Drive, Nintendo's latest and greatest first party release. Who will win? I don't know. We're going to have CPUs on, so hopefully they do all the work for us. But if that interests you, please come on in. The couch is free, but for goodness sakes, keep off the carpet. I just had it cleaned. G'day everybody and welcome to the House of Mario, the South Australian Nintendo podcast that is backed by 120 Power Star Racing. I'm your host Drew Agnew and the doors, episode 326 are open. Well, I'm very excited today because Josh and we're going to be talking about a lot of Nintendo franchises, including the very best one, Drag X Drive. Wow, what an addition. What an addition to Nintendo's staple. Everybody's loving it. I don't think I've heard one bad thing about it, Josh. So I'm keen to dive into it. But of course, I've got to introduce Josh as JT. Josh, I completely butchered that. But how you going, Josh, or JT if you like?
Hello. Hey, Drew. Hello, everyone listening. I'm doing very well. Thank you. Yeah, keen to get through this list, Metacritic. There's a lot of Nintendo franchises, so a lot of things for us to discuss and dissect. I imagine there'll be a lot of things we don't agree with. And then Drag and Drive, when we get to this properly, I think we're coming from this from completely different angles, you and I. So, yeah, I'm keen to get to the bottom of it.
Yep, you're coming from the side, you're shooting the hoop, and I'm coming from, I don't know, at the front. Just having that backboard there. And I just completely
I wish I knew basketball positions enough to correct you or confirm or whatever, but I had no idea. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like, I play the ruck in basketball. It's like,
Yeah.
nah, you're more of a football man. Speaking of which, congratulations.
Correct.
With the Crows this weekend. Must be very proud.
Thank
Must have been a good moment to be there.
Yes, it was. Pretty amazing. Packed out Adelaide Oval, 54,000 people. That's a record there. And the Crowies are doing pretty well. So I'm getting a little bit bullish, a little hopeful. Daring to dream now, which is fun. So still a long way to go. They've got finals now, and anything can happen. Anything
can happen. So fingers crossed. And I don't know. It's going to be a good year for us South Australians if they do. At the very end, Josh, if they make finals, I'll latch on. I'll pretend I was following it all year, being really invested. I'll be one of those footy fans. I'm like, yeah, go South Australia, go Crows, yeah. Yeah.
If they make the grand final, we're going to drive to Melbourne. So I might say hello because you live in the southeast of South Australia and might pop in for a visit. How about that?
Yeah, come on by. That'd be fun. Absolutely.
Yeah, we can drag and drive on my way to the MCG.
Yeah, passenger seat, just playing drag and drive, just on your lap.
Correct.
You got the Switch 2 just on the dash, having a great time. No,
Bloody beautiful.
Bloody beautiful. What more could you ask for?
Correct.
But unfortunately, Josh, we do have to start this week with your punishment from last week. You did indeed lose the house brawl. And what game did we play last week?
Yes.
We played Mario Paint, didn't we? Nat Attack.
Yes. I was very bad at that.
So yes, we do have a punishment for you this week. So what I thought to do is I went to Google, but I ended up at GameSpot.com. And they've got some trivia here, Josh. The trivia is the 15 trivia questions only hardcore Nintendo fans will know. So Josh, you're a hardcore Nintendo fan. You're as hard as they come. You're solid.
Oh dear.
But and I reckon you'll do it right. I had a look at the first two questions and I'm like, Josh will get this. I asked Chantel. She is indeed not a hardcore Nintendo fan, so she did not know. But Josh, I believe in you, mate. I wanted harder questions than this, to be honest with you, but this is what we got. So without further ado, let's jump in. So we got it's multiple choice, by the way, so it shouldn't be too bad for you.
That's good.
We got four answers, and I'll read them out, and we'll get through them at a rather brisk pace. The first one, Josh, is what is the best-selling Nintendo exclusive of all time? Number one is Duck Hunt. Number 2 is Super Mario Brothers. Number 3 is Mario Kart Wii. Number 4 is Wii Sports. Josh, what is the best-selling Nintendo exclusive of all time?
That would have to be Wii Sports.
Ding, ding, ding. Correct. Wii Sports. Wii Sports sold 82.96 million copies on the Wii, and it was more than double of the original Super Mario Brothers. So that's a nice little bit of trivia there. Look at that. That's nice.
Pretty good.
Next up, this one is also, I reckon this one's pretty simple, but this is also one Chantel didn't know. I'm just going to chuck Chantel under the bus, even though there's no reason. There's no reason she should know. It's like asking me something about the fitness world or something. It's just it's not going to happen for me. But the second question is, which of the following games did the Mario creator Shigeru Miyamoto not design? Number 1, Donkey Kong. Number 2, Kid Icarus. Number 3, Excite Bike. Number 4, The Legend of Zelda. Josh, what game did Shigeru Miyamoto not design?
Not design. And so when you say B and C being Excite Bike and Kid Icarus, you're meaning the originals on NES? Is that what you're...
Yes.
Okay. It's between those two, because I know he's done the others. I'm going to go with Excite Bike.
Excite Bike, unfortunately, is not the answer, Josh. It was Kid Icarus.
It was Kid Icarus. There you
go. Question number 3.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is the first game with Princess Zelda as a playable character? This is interesting. Number 1, Zelda, Wand of Gamelon. Number 2, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Number 3, Super Smash Bros. Melee. Number 4, Super Smash Bros. Brawl.
All right, so I'm going to just make sure Sheik doesn't count.
No. Well, you don't play as Sheik anyway. So I guess Ocarina of Time is what you're referring to. But
yes. What was the first one?
Zelda Wand of Gamelon.
Is that a CDI game?
That's one of the CDI games. Called? Yes.
Yeah.
Which nobody likes. Which has nothing
correct.
to do with Nintendo.
And the other two are Melee and Brawl. So she is a playable character in those two. It's just whether the CDI version she's playable, which I do not know. I have no idea.
Oh.
I'm just going to guess no, and I'm going to go with Melee.
Melee. The answer is indeed the Wand of Gamelon. The Wand of Gamelon came out in 1993. So it's quite a long time before Smash Bros. Melee. But I was going to read the answer here. This is a truly atrocious game, as it was released in the ill-fated Philips CDI system. The low-budget, crudely animated game was created with almost no involvement from Nintendo. And I just know about this game because I was very involved in watching YouTube poop back in, 2007 to 2010. This game was just like, the cutscenes were just mixed together, and it was very, very entertaining.
Yeah. Damn, I'm getting the 50-50s wrong. So they're going the wrong way for me. So hopefully they can come back.
Hopefully.
Yes.
All right, next up. The question is, what is the best-selling Nintendo handheld of all time? We've got the Game Boy Advance, the Game Boy, Nintendo DS, and Nintendo 3DS.
Hello? Nintendo DS. C.
Yes, the answer is DS. The DS is Nintendo's best-selling system until maybe a couple of months away, whenever the Switch sells. Beats it. But it doesn't give me the exact number here, but it's at 155 million, as far as my noggin remembers anyway. All right, next question. Which pro baseball team did Nintendo become a majority owner of in 1992? The Seattle Mariners, the Oakland Athletics.
Hey, Seattle Mariners.
Yes, you're all over that one, absolutely.
Need that one.
And it's they recently sold 10% of their stake in the Mariners in 2016 for $661 million. So good for
Yeah,
them.
and they sponsor. They got Nintendo Switch 2 logos on the Mariners kits this year.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't have a baseball team, but it's the Seattle Mariners. So
I know nothing about
why
baseball, but
not?
I was like, yeah, Nintendo owned a bit of one at some point.
Yeah, like I'll go with that.
Okay, I can't do this one. It's this one is what is this game screenshot from? So I can't give you that one, but the answer is Double Dash for that one.
Probably would have got it.
It's very obvious because
Hopefully.
it's just like it's Mario Kart with two players in the same cart. So I was like, yep, no,
Yes,
know what that one
I
is.
would have got that.
Which Nintendo game caused enough injuries in children to result in a $80 million settlement? So number 1 is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Number 2 is Super Smash Brothers. Number 3 is Mario Kart 64. And number 4 is Mario Party.
I'm going to go Mario Party because of the glove thing they had to release afterwards. So I'm going to say that.
Yeah, so under the settlement, Nintendo was required to provide 4 sets of gaming gloves to every owner of Mario Party who requested them.
Crazy.
Because people were just like burning their palms, just like wearing a hole in their palm, just on that
Going
joystick.
absolutely bananas on it.
Which is, it's kind of ridiculous. People are getting to that point. Like they're just having so much fun they can't stop. Like, I can't stop, my hands worn off.
I want to win no matter what.
All right, next question. What is the first Nintendo game to feature Mario in it? So we've got Mario Brothers, Tennis, Donkey Kong, or Wrecking Crew.
Well, he was Jumpman in Donkey Kong, so I'm going to go Donkey Kong.
That's right. He was indeed. That was Mario's first game. What is the name of Nintendo's first ever Game & Watch title? Ball, Oil Panic, Egg, or Mario Brothers? And honestly, I don't know this one. So what was the first?
I watched something on Gunpei Yokoi the other day. I think it's Oil Panic.
I'm going to put in a guess for Ball.
If not, it's Egg.
It's one of those two. Yeah, I've got honestly an idea. The idea of just like a ball game. I'm just going to say that just purely because it's it's simple enough. That might be the first one. Oh, there you go. The answer is Ball, and I like obviously I've got the answers here. I did not go down that far.
Yeah.
But Ball, a simple
good
juggling
job.
game, sold about 250,000 copies. There you go. Oh yeah, Ball. I remember Ball from the Super Smash Brothers stage. Which film inspired the enemies in Nintendo's Metroid series? So we got Star Wars, Galaxy of Terror, Predator, or Alien?
Alien would be the one for that.
Alien was indeed. The Metroid team was mostly influenced by the film's creature design. So there you go. What was the first NES game to use the Konami code? We got Contra, Life Force, Gradius, or R-Type.
So the Konami code was a way to make the game easier, wasn't it? So what were the options again?
We've got Contra, Life Force, Gradius, R-Type.
I think it's Gradius.
The answer is indeed Gradius. Yes. Konami's Katsuya Hashimoto created the cheat to make the incredible difficult game easier during testing. So there you go. What was Nintendo's original line of business when the company was founded in 1889? So we've got love hotels, instant rice, taxi companies, playing cards.
Playing cards.
Absolutely. The Hanafuda cards. You know all about that. You went and designed some.
Yes, I went to design some. I also have this Florent Gorge's book, and which is amazing, which I'm partway through reading at the moment, and that's History of Nintendo, and it's very, very good.
Oh, that's awesome. What's that? What's that book?
The History of Nintendo. This is part 1.
Oh.
By Florent Gorge. It goes from 1889 to 1980. So it says here from playing cards to Game & Watch. So it's got a whole, like the TV 15, I think, or the 6, whatever, and then the Ultra Hand, and so all the things they made before games, video games anyway.
Oh, that's awesome. I'll have to have a look and
cool.
Getting a copy and reading that myself. That seems really interesting.
Yeah, it is. The other books are very hard to find and expensive, and I don't think he's reprinted them, so I can't access them easily. So I think that's the only one I'll have for now anyway.
Yeah. I found like I wanted to do some reading like of like some specific books, and I go to the library and I just can like find like nothing I want. I don't know. I don't know if I'm looking in the wrong spot or they just don't have them or whatever.
Yeah,
but,
I struggle sometimes as well. So I don't know what I'm looking for. But I want something, but it's just like it's hard.
All right. What was the first SNES game to use the Super FX chip? So we got Pilot Wings, Star Fox, Doom, or Super Mario World Yoshi's Island?
I believe it was Star Fox.
It was indeed Star Fox. Absolutely. Then it was used later on in Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, to scale the sprites to create the game's massive bosses. What was the first Nintendo game to have a save game feature? We got Dragon Warrior, Final Fantasy, Metroid, or The Legend of Zelda.
I think it's Zelda.
It is indeed Zelda. Absolutely. Had a watch battery soldered into the cartridge so it could save.
Yes. Yeah, no more passwords.
Oh, here's a good one for you. What was Mario's original name? Is it Jumpman, Big Red, Luigi, Squattin' Sam?
Jumpman.
Absolutely. And that's everything, Josh. So you went quite well, and I was keeping track, and then I got distracted, and then I stopped keeping track. So yes, you got 1, 2, 3, 4,
12.
5, 6, 7, 8. Did you get that one? 9.
Getting better. Still counting. Going up.
10,
I reckon 12.
11. You didn't get one because I didn't ask it because it was a screenshot one.
Yeah. I would have got that though.
13. You got 13.
I did pretty well. I'm pretty happy.
You got 13. Well done. All right, Josh, you're a hardcore Nintendo fan. Well done.
Thank God.
Imagine if you weren't. Imagine if you were just one of these.
I know. It could have been
casuals.
I could have been a fraud, and it could have all come down. So that would have been a really good punishment, Drew, if I stuffed up. So thankfully, I didn't.
Absolutely.
Thankfully.
I just come back from that screen on my PC back to the chat here. I see Dolphin Pants has like put in an answer for every single question. So welcome to the chat, Dolphin Pants. Really do appreciate it, as always. And that seems like a good place to do our housekeeping here, Josh. So, of course, you can check out The House of Mario every week on your podcast services. You can also go to youtube.com/iDruby, where you can check out the show live at 8:30 Australian Central Standard Time. And if you just want to see the VOD, the video on demand, of course, you can do that as well. And there you'll be able to see us play our games, all of that type of stuff. You better see what we actually get up to with your eyeballs instead of just your earlobes, which would be a nice little difference for you if you're used to the audio. But yeah, good stuff. Now, Josh, Nintendo Maniacs. What's a bit of an off week, I know, because you're a fortnightly show. But a bit of an update for the most recent episode. What's been going on?
Yeah, so alternating weeks. So next weekend should have an episode. Latest episode is with Kieran of Hopcade Gaming. We talked all about the Super Mario Party Jamboree for Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Jamboree TV game DLC. So we talked about that, talked about his great, impressive Nintendo collection, and some other things as well. So yeah, check it out on Spotify, YouTube, anything and anywhere you can get your podcast from.
Absolutely. And that sounds good. Spotify, you know. I don't know about you, Josh, but here at the House of Mario, no one listens to us on Spotify. It's really weird. Don't know.
Really?
Yeah. No.
Got a good audience on Spotify. There you go.
Yeah. No. Don't know what. If you're listening to this on Spotify, say, "Hey, I'm listening to this on Spotify." Just say it out loud. I'll hear you. That's for sure. But let's jump into this Metacritic list. So this came across my desk last week. Zach in the Discord just put it in there. I'm like, oh, that'd be a good topic, just going through maybe some of these games. Now, you had a little bit of a look down. You saw that there's like 44 thing. So we're not going to go through all of them. That's going to take a little bit too long. And obviously there's going to be some duds when it comes to Nintendo franchises.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll move through, the first 30 pretty briskly if we even touch on them. But this is just what they say. So just on before they do their list, they say, with the wildly successful launch of the Switch 2 earlier this year, Nintendo has once again reinforced its status as perhaps the most
preeminent
gaming hardware company of all time. But what has enabled that multi-decade hardware success has been software. More than any other console manufacturer, Nintendo has long depended on exclusive first-party titles to drive its hardware success, many showcasing its creativity, playfulness, and humor that Nintendo is known for. The result is that Nintendo has some of the most lucrative game franchises of all time, led by its iconic Mario and The Legend of Zelda properties. Now, do you reckon they're going to be at number 30, those two? Do you reckon they'll be pretty low down on the list?
I would say near the bottom or the top, whatever, the top of the list. Yes, for sure.
Which of those franchises has consistently impressed game critics and which have failed to delight? I got that mannerism a bit wrong. Below, we rank every Nintendo published game franchise, including games from outside developers that are Nintendo exclusives, from worst to best by the average Metacritic score for each franchise. So, so it's interesting because I haven't seen this, but I'm just scrolling down now. Number 44 is Pokemon Rumble. So it's like Pokemon is just like split up. So these franchises are going to be like Mario Tennis, and this is all going to be its own franchise, which is interesting, I guess. I guess it makes sense, but
yeah.
I wouldn't.
Methodology here is important, Drew. Yeah, that's like 4 games at least have to be scored, and that's a franchise. So Dragon Drive doesn't count because it's only the one game. And then, yeah, you're right. So for franchises like Mario, they divided them into the sub-series. So yeah, it'll be Mario Party, Paper Mario, Super Mario, etc.
Yeah, because I've never I love my favorite franchise, Pokemon Rumble. I never really thought of it like that, but I guess it all is. But I guess before we dive into it, Josh, what do you see being in the top 5? I think maybe the top 5 might be relatively obvious, but we got a toss up between obviously Zelda, Mario. I don't know if mainline Pokemon's going to be a franchise. I assume it will be, but will stuff like Pikmin be up there? Not many games, but you'd assume that Metacritic score would be relatively high.
It's got at least 4, and they've all scored pretty high. So I think Pikmin's up there. I think Super Mario's up there. I think mainline Zelda will be up there as well. I think Metroid Prime doesn't count technically, unless Federation Force counts. And if it does, it's going to really hamper it down. But I think classic 2D Metroid, if that is a subgenre, that will be up there as well.
Yeah, I guess so. Because, what you need at least 4 games to be eligible. So, Metroid. You got Prime Hunters, actually. So,
yeah, Prime Hunters and then Metroid Prime Federation Force. So, those two are going to lower it a little. So, we'll see what they do here for that.
Yeah, because Prime Hunters on DS, pretty good, but Federation Force, I can't remember if it reviewed poorly or people just hated it because you're just hungry for Metroid Prime 4. Yeah, both it was,
Donkey Kong Country, that's going to be up there. That's going to be really high. They all rate really well. There's at least 5 games without the Land series. What else is going to be there?
It's another thing too. Do they split up 2D Mario and 3D Mario, or does it all sort of
correct
merge together? I assume that I would hope they split it up. You've got the 3D Mario games and the 2D Mario games, the mainline type of things, and even New Super Mario Brothers. You can see that as its own franchise just by itself as well.
For sure,
you wouldn't assume
Definitely.
it would all be put together and. What, Mario Brothers 1, 2, 3 together? And I guess with Yoshi's Island included in that too? Like, is that like its own thing? I don't know
Yeah.
how you would
How's that
put
gonna
them
work?
all together.
Yep. Sadly, Mother's not going to be there. There's only 3. Xenoblade will be up there. They all rate really highly.
Yeah, that could be a top
I
5 even. Xenoblade Chronicles.
Yeah,
Like,
Splatoon's missing a 4th game, so Splatoon won't be there. And then
mm,
Animal Crossing's had enough entries in the series, so it wouldn't be too far off, but not near the top, I would have thought.
yeah, yeah. The idea of Splatoon not
Yeah.
being included in this, like Pokemon Rumble is included in the list, but Splatoon isn't. Like, that doesn't make much sense to me. Even if like, obviously their list is just based on just pure math. Like they need enough variables in for each series to actually make the math work out. Because obviously you got a massive advantage for like Splatoon with 3 games over ever how many Mario games are in like a sub series, for example. So I get it that they can't go too low, but yeah, if Splatoon's not there, it's like Pokemon.
3 would have been nice. I think Splatoon definitely would have deserved to be there. And then the Mother series misses out now because there's only 3. So, yeah, that would have been up there too.
Yeah. All right. So without further ado, let's jump into it. So like I said, number 44, Pokemon Rumble. Number 43 is Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I quite like the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games, but they quite often don't review very well. Number 42, we've got Chibi Robo. Number 41, Donkey Kong Spin-Offs as its own franchise. So yeah, these games typically don't review too well. It's interesting here. I'm just looking underneath here. It's got for us just like the games and what they reviewed or got the Metacritic score of. Donkey Kong Jr. Math, what came out on the NES in 1986, got a Metacritic score of 32. So that drags it down quite a bit. Some of these other games...
Barrel Blast on the Wii, very low, 46.
Yeah, but apart from that, they're in the 70s and 80s. Like Donkey Kong 94 on the Game Boy, one of the best Donkey Kong games, and it's it's at 80, 85. So a bit of a shame that that series got dragged down. I will say though,
a weird bucket this one. I don't know if I agree with it, but yeah,
very weird bucket. Yeah, but like have you played Donkey Kong King of Swing on the Game Boy Advance? I played it.
I have not. No.
Did I play it last year or the year before? I played through it. I beat it, and I freaking hated it by the end of it. Like, the gameplay is pressing the shoulder buttons and like you're swinging around, and you've got to like grab the. I guess they're dots, but you know, I guess it's
fun.
Yeah, it's very frustrating. And the last boss, I was pulling my hair out, but I'm not. I was like, I'm not playing this whole game and just giving up at the end, because I was doing like my game challenge, trying to beat games. So I'm like, I'm not going to get to the end and not do it. But I was pulling my hair out, and I finally did it, and I had sore fingers. And this one's actually we've got a tie here. We've got the Pokemon Stadium franchise, I guess, which actually includes the GameCube games, Pokemon XD, Gale of Darkness, Coliseum, and on Wii, Pokemon Battle Revolution as well, which actually dragged it way down because it scored a 53. But we're gonna have a fair few like just Pokemon and Mario franchises in this, aren't we? Like,
yeah, I'm so surprised by these Metacritic scores. Gale of Darkness only getting 64. I mean, I know people loved Pokemon Stadium and 2 back in the day, but I don't know. I just felt like, Gale of Darkness is better than 64.
I've never thought about what these games actually reviewed like back when they came out. I think like XD and Coliseum, they're romanticized a little bit because like the GameCube is a console a lot of people missed, and they're very different Pokemon experiences as well. So in some ways they might be romanticized, and when they actually came out, it was just like they're fine RPGs. Like in the scheme of RPGs, are they really all that impressive? Like they're probably not compared to maybe what was coming out around it over on PS2 and all that. So don't know.
Yeah.
And it was tied with Dr. Mario. And Dr. Mario has way more entries than you might have thought. How many got here? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the best scoring Dr. Mario game was 7, was it? the best scoring Dr. Mario game was Dr. Mario Express on the DS. I think that was that a DSiWare game?
Must be a DSi game with the Express title. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was a 76, and everything else is under that. We do have Dr. Mario Miracle Cure on 3DS. They got a 69. So well done, Dr. Mario. Very nice.
It's a very consistently mediocre series from 66 to 76 there. That's 7 titles in that range. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah.
38. We've got Mario Party. We've got plenty of entries in the Mario Party series, so we've had a lot of mediocre games in the series too, so that can drag that score down. Yeah, it seems about right, having it all the way back here. But it's obviously a series that we've got our favourites in, and we've got a lot of good memories for couch gameplay and all of that. Especially you, Josh. I know you're a big Mario Party man.
Love it. Yep. Yeah, some of the ones in the middle haven't rated as well, and the ones at the start and the end, the bookend, have rated a lot better.
Yeah. What is your favourite Mario Party game?
Oh, I love 5. I grew up with that a lot, and then later on 6 became one of my favorites. But then these Switch ones like Superstars and Jamboree, they're up there for me now with those other 2.
Well, Josh has good taste from Mario Party 5. Scored a 69. So well done, Josh. You got good taste. Yeah, all the reviewers agree with you too. 37, Brain Age. So yeah, the first 2 Brain Ages scored really well, and it went downhill from there because they had like a DSiWare game, and they had one on Switch too, which I completely forgot about, and that concentration training on 3DS. So honestly, the only reason this series probably got dragged down a few points was purely because they had spin-offs and just like a 3DS version or a Switch version, but people just didn't care. Like, it's not the time or place really for Brain Age on Switch or 3DS, but there you go. Number 36, we've got Nintendo Labo, and the best scoring one was a 77, which was the Toy Con, which is the first one, the variety pack. So yeah, I mean, that seems pretty high. It's above Mario Party. so the way this works just with like how many games were in the Mario Party series, like it doesn't make much sense to really list them at all like this, but hey, this is how the mathed out. We got Kirby spin-offs and at 35, and the best scoring one was
Gamescus and Epic Yarn.
Yeah, so around I was going to say around a similar time of release, but it's 5 years apart, but in the DS and Wii era. Yeah, I guess that's spin-offs. I was about to say, where's the most recent one, but that is not a spin-off.
Not a spin-off.
Then we got 34, Pokemon Puzzle League, or Pokemon Puzzle Games. So that includes Puzzle League, Pokemon Trozy, Battle Trozy, Pokemon Shuffle, Pokemon Picross, and the very recently released Pokemon Friends, which apparently got reviewed on Metacritic, and it's got a 63 score on Metacritic. So
pretty low. Puzzle League's great. I love that. I discovered that on NSO, and that's such a fun game. I want a new version of that, Nintendo and Pokemon Company. Give that to me.
Yeah, that'd be good. Sort of one of those rare games which is just based off the anime rather than the game world, which is cool. You got to see Ash and Misty, Brock.
Yeah, have you played Pokemon Puzzle Challenge for Game Boy Color? I've never played that.
I've when I say play it, I mean
90.
I've loaded it on my system and I've played it, but I wouldn't say
that's really good. I want to play that now.
Yeah, well, the idea of a puzzle game on Game Boy Color would be perfect, I guess. When
I didn't know it rated so highly. That's 90. That's unreal.
We'll have to play it one day. Might come to Nintendo Switch Online, or it might.
Well, it'll come to NSO eventually. Definitely.
It's already come to my Retroid Pocket. So I might play it when I feel like puzzle challenging myself. I don't know. Next series, we've got 33. It just says Luigi. It's the average Metacritic score of 73.4. The best scoring game is Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. Oh, it's titled Luigi's Mansion 3 on Switch as well.
I don't like this. Like, Luigi's Mansion's its own series, and then they've just included Mario was missing from the Super Nintendo in 1993.
Yeah, so that just
drags
it.
If it was just Luigi's Mansion, it'd be a lot higher. Yeah, so yeah, I don't agree with this categorization.
Yeah, I don't either for sure. I think this category was a huge miss. Like, Mario is missing? Like, absolutely not. Like, I think honestly,
Luigi's Mansion's its own series.
Yes, I definitely agree. Like, you got New Super Luigi U, and that's counted as a Luigi game, which was like DLC.
And Dr. Luigi's here instead of Dr. Mario.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Because really, like, Mario is missing New Super Luigi U, I know that was standalone. You could play it by itself, but that really was just an expansion or add-on to New Super Mario Brothers U.
Yeah.
So yeah, this was a bit of a miss. Like I said, Mario's Missing should just be like in some random Mario spin-off category, like if that has like just a bunch of like just ones that don't fit anywhere. It shouldn't be under Luigi, even if you play as Luigi or whatever. So I don't know, but it is what it is. Next up, we got number 32. We got Wii Sports. Got an average Metacritic score of 74. And it was only dragged down because of really the Wii U release of Wii Sports Club, which I don't know if you remember this, Josh, but they tried to release each sport standalone, and you didn't buy them, you rented them. So the idea was like friends come over, you're like, all right, let's play some tennis. So you basically rented the game, you spent the money on the amount of time you could play it, and
no good.
So that was an idea. That was an idea by Nintendo. They did eventually put it all together and you could buy it on disc, but yeah, that was, especially on Wii U, just chuck in the disc. Play like that.
So bad. Yeah, don't like it.
Number 31, Mario Tennis. That scored 0.1 more than Wii Sports. And what's the best one? So Mario Tennis on the Nintendo 64 at a 91. And it's all downhill from there. And the most recent one on Switch got a 75, which is probably about right.
Like a lot better than Ultra Smash on Wii U.
Yeah, definitely. Ultra Smash was not good. Not good. Number 30, we got Excite. So the Excite series. So that includes Excite Bike 64, Excite Truck, Excite Bots. Excite Bots was one of those games I was really excited to play, but it never got localized in Europe or Australia, just in the States.
No.
You bastards. Because I loved Excite Truck on Wii. I really enjoyed it. You could put MP3s on your SD card and play them in the game. It's like, wow, I've got an Xbox 360. It's crazy.
So good. Love it.
But yeah, I mean, that feels pretty high. It's above Wii Sports and Mario Party and a bunch of stuff, but sure, why not?
Luigi's Mansion, I did the calc, so it would have got 80.2 if it was just by itself. So I'm going to see where it should have placed later in this list.
What did you have it at? Sorry, what did you work it out to be?
80.2. I added all the 5 Luigi's Mansions games, including the remake of 1 and 2.
That sounds better than where it was.
Yeah, sounds about right.
It should be further up this list. Like number 29, definitely. We got Art Style. I don't even know what Art Style is. Oh, the DS, like the DS and Wii games mostly. Yeah. So this got a 95.1. Anyway. So interesting for that's up there. Number 28, we got Hyrule Warriors. And of course, this is the Koei Tecmo spin-off of The Legend of Zelda, so Hyrule Warriors. In the most recent game, we got Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. And of course, we're getting Age of Imprisonment later this year / early next year, ? So yeah, that's good to see. The worst reviewed one was Hyrule Warriors Legends. That came out 2016 on Nintendo 3DS. Got a 70. And from what I remember, that was like a lot of performance. And it was only available on new 3DS as well. So, not many people played it, including myself, because I had a Wii U. I had no interest in playing it on 3DS. But number 27, we got Art Academy. And this includes, obviously, the Art Academy standalone games. But we've got a few spin-offs too. So we had a Pokemon Art Academy, as well as a Disney Art Academy. So pretty cool. I remember the Pokemon one coming out and appreciating people being able to draw Pokemon. But yeah, I had no interest in this. I do need help drawing though, so it wasn't a fact that I didn't need the help. But yeah. 26, we got WarioWare. It's got a score of 76.3. And the worst one is WarioWare Snapped, which was a DSiWare exclusive game. Got a 53. And I actually quite enjoyed this one. Basically what you did, Josh, is you put your DS down and it used the DSi camera, and it was like an iToy, pretty much. And it was fun. It was relatively cheap too, so it wasn't too bad. It was just kind of, at the time, it was just nifty to have some downloadable content on DS, so that was pretty cool at the time. But I love the WarioWare series. The best reviewed one is the original one, by the look of it, an 89.
It is
on Game Boy Advance.
Twisted on GBA ain't far off that.
Mm. I really hope they bring Twisted to Nintendo Switch Online because they do really good integration of like the gyro controls. Because I think there's
Mm.
what's it, Kirby Tilt and Tumble on the Game Boy Color with the
Yes, yeah, that has it on the NSO. So yeah, they can do it for sure.
yeah. So that works out really well. So I really would like to play it.
Yeah,
Because, like, yeah, these days, anything that has that type of technology in the cartridge is very expensive to track down. And I won't be doing that.
yes,
So,
definitely.
25, we got Yoshi, the Yoshi series at 76.4. And the highest rating one is probably no surprise, to be honest with you. It's Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, on the SNES at a 96. So, yes, a very good game. And it's all pretty much downhill from there. You know, Yoshi's Story, if it didn't come out too much later, got a 65. So that dragged it down quite a bit.
It's really low. Yeah,
Yeah. I think
surprised by that.
I think at the time, like, on Nintendo 64, Yoshi's Story and Kirby 64, they'll kind of look down on just because they're like
2D.
the 2D games. Like, everybody was so over 2D on like Nintendo 64, PlayStation 1, and
Yeah,
Sega
correct.
Saturn.
Correct.
So, yeah, I feel like that might be some of it. But of course, it's just like, it's not the most amazing game either. And it is coming off of,
No.
you know, Yoshi's Island as well, which was, you know, pretty
Yeah,
phenomenal.
correct.
Because there's no, even at the time where it's like, I got my really expensive brand new Nintendo 64, you look back at your Super Nintendo game and be like, that game looks so much better. It's just gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the worst reviewed game? We got a 60 for Yoshi's Topsy Turvy, which was like, I guess another one of those games that used the like motion controls on Game Boy Advance, had like the accelerometer or whatever into the cartridge.
Yeah.
I remember,
It's a Japan exclusive as well, isn't it?
was it? I remember, might be a different game. I remember seeing a game on Target store shelf that like a Yoshi one. It might have been this one. I can't remember. Doesn't matter. I never bought it. Number 24, we got Mario vs. Donkey Kong. So
I did. My bad.
it did come in. Yeah, I thought I remember seeing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Mario vs. Donkey Kong got plenty of games in this series. The worst reviewed ones is Tipping Stars, both on Wii U and 3DS. That was an interesting game because it had like cross-buy, which was basically like a very rare thing back between 3DS and Wii U. So if you bought a game, you'd get it on both systems, which is pretty cool. And as like a PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Vita fan, where cross-buy was happening left and right over there, really good. But yeah, good series. Quite enjoyed it. The best one is probably the Game Boy Advance one. But I do want to play the DS ones because as a kid, I really wanted to play March of the Minis and all of that, but I never got around to getting it. I was eyeing off a DS Lite. When I was getting a DS Lite, I was eyeing off a bundle that came with that game. And then it there ended up like a bundle came up with Pokemon Diamond or Platinum. Oh, sorry, Diamond or Pearl. So I ended up going for Diamond because I already had Pearl. So I wanted both versions. So I did not get it. I got the exact same game again. And I didn't get the new game.
No.
Now this seems pretty low, Josh, but there are. It's unfortunate that they included the spin-offs in this too. So we got Animal Crossing at 23, and I just want to point this out. So we got obviously the mainline Animal Crossing games. So then we include Happy Home Designer, which is close enough. But then we also got Amiibo Festival put into this.
Yeah.
Amiibo Festival drags it right down because it scored a 46 because that game.
Yeah, even Happy Home Design is the 66. So yeah, I would have removed those two, and it just would have been the main line here. But anyway.
Yeah, because like the idea of
the
idea of like some of these Pokemon games getting separated, and not just for Animal Crossing, just like
it was inconsistent here, the approach.
Yeah, it feels I can see some cracks in the logic here. But a little bit low because like look at the mainline Animal Crossing games. The first one, 2002 on GameCube, 87, Wild World 86, New Leaf 88, New Horizons 90. So like the mainline Animal Crossing games, probably like easily probably in the top 10. But then like just some of these random games. But I guess I did miss City Folk, which was a 73. That would have dragged it down. But not compared to this 46 from Amiibo Festival.
No, correct. That's right.
I'm pretty sure Metacritic could just delete that from its database. Like, no one cares about it. No one in 20 years is going to Google, what did that game review? What do people think about that? You know?
They are, Drew, because it was so bad. That's why.
Yeah. It's
bad.
My story about Amiibo Festival was that years afterwards, I saw it for $10 with the Amiibo in EB Games. So I'm like, a $10 Amiibo, why not? I don't have any of the Animal Crossing Amiibos. I think it came with Isabelle or something. I can't quite remember. But it came with like a box with the game included in it. So I picked up the box, took it to the EB game counter. And I get home. Obviously, I wasn't going to play it. But I'm looking through it. And I go through and open the case. And the disc is in it.
Oh.
So it's like, oh, man. So I have it, in quotation marks. I bought it. But if... You know, I don't have the disc. I've got the case. I've got the
you
Amiibo.
didn't bother to go back and say, yo, there was nothing in there.
Well, I don't think it was like right afterwards, and I was home and like, for example, if I just bought like Super Smash Brothers for Wii U, I went home, I went to go and play it. Oh, it's not there. Oh, well, I better go correct that because I want to play Super Smash Brothers. I wasn't exactly itching. I don't think it was worth the fuel or the time or the effort.
Yeah,
to go back for my $10 because it was just like a impulse buy, like $10, cool, like it's on sale. Why not? But yeah, that's my story of it. So I dislike it even more. It's cursed.
Yeah, good. You should. You really should.
Obviously, above Animal Crossing. I mean, this is just a no-brainer. I 100% agree with this. At 22, we got Style Savvy. So the Style Savvy series, which is on DS and 3DS, started in 2009, and the last one on 3DS was 2017. Got a Metacritic score or average of 76.8, and this is a series where you can like give your girl haircuts and dress them up, and be stylish. Very much I guess targeting that female audience that Nintendo wanted to cater to, especially back in the DS days. But yeah, that's correct. Just the way this math works out. That's how it worked out. What a list. Number 21, we've got the Kirby main series. So we've got a lot of games here. We've got no games in the red, which is good. Looks like the worst reviewed game is actually one of the first games. Kirby's Dream Land on the Game Boy came out in 1992. Got a 63 on Metacritic. So it looks like it's going pretty well. So yeah, also seems a little bit low for Kirby, but I dare say we'll have a few more like style savvy games and all of that above like the mainline.
This
Kirby
feels
series.
right. I don't know. It just it feels middle of the pack, and that feels about right to me.
Okay, fair enough. Above it, now this could be an interesting debate, Josh. We've got Star Fox at number 20, got a 78.1 average Metacritic score, and we've got many less games in this. The worst reviewed game is the most recent game, 69. Nice. For Star Fox Zero on Wii U 2016. But apart from that, we're looking pretty good. I guess Star Fox Assault. Did they review that poorly? Did it? Star Fox Assault.
Yeah, that was 67. Low, wasn't it? 67. I'm surprised by that.
That's the lowest one. That's lower than Star Fox Zero. It's interesting.
Height lower than Command and Guard. Very surprised by that.
It's interesting because like I didn't play it when it was a relevant game. I went back to it maybe even a couple of years ago when I was mucking around with Steam Deck and emulation and things like that. I was actually very impressed by it. Just graphically and the voice acting and all that. I'm like, this is a GameCube game. I was pretty impressed. Even to the point I always remembered like the pre-show to one of I guess it was E3 2016. And Nintendo was going to show some Star Fox Zero gameplay, and IGN just had some B-roll of like other Star Fox games up. They had some B-roll of Star Fox Assault. I'm like, I was looking at it, so that game looks pretty good, considering how old it is. And then when Star Fox Zero came out, I'm like, it looks the same. Like the sort of the art style and the graphics were like so underwhelming. It's like it kind of looks like Star Fox Assault. Now, I don't know whether Star Fox Assault was just a very impressive looking GameCube game or Zero was just a very underwhelming Wii U game. I assume a bit of both.
Column A, column B. Yep.
Yeah. So what do you think,
I want this to be higher on the list, but yeah, sadly, there's too many mid games when it comes to Star Fox.
Yeah. Do you agree with it being higher than Kirby?
Yes, I enjoy Star Fox more than Kirby.
Yeah, fair enough. If I was going to make a list, there'd be no way in hell Star Fox was going to be above Kirby. There's no chance in hell. But that's my list. That's not Metacritic's list, and that's not your list.
Yeah.
Number 19, we've got the Wario platformers. So we've got the Wario Land games, Wario World, Master of the Skies, and the most recent one, which was on Wii, 2008, Wario Land Shake It.
That's so long ago. Wow.
And this is a franchise I don't have much experience with, to be honest with you. I need to go back and actually play some of these. I really actually want to play Wario Land Shake It, just because it's got that beautiful hand-drawn art style.
Beautiful.
That's always one I wanted to play. And it's one of the Wii games I actually still need to get physically too, for my little wall.
Yeah, I didn't appreciate it at the time. I owned it, didn't like it because I wanted it to be 3D, and I own it now because I sold it, bought it again, and I want to play it again and properly experience it. So on my list.
Had a bit of a weird sort of experience with it because I bought some games at the end of the Wii's life at EB Games for relatively cheap for Nintendo titles. I remember getting Super Paper Mario and some other stuff, and I swore that I bought Wario Land Shake It. Like I swore. I was like, even to the point where like years later, I was like looking through my cupboard, like I can't find it. Like, did I put it somewhere else? I'm like, but I'm thinking like, did I actually get it? Or did I look at it and it was too expensive and I put it down? Like I swore I bought it, but I don't have it. So I guess I didn't, but I really thought I had it. So yeah, but no, it's
lend it to someone.
No, I didn't. Like I never actually played it. Like, so I thought I had it and just put it in the cupboard, but yeah, I guess I didn't get it. But anyway, number 18, we got Picross. We'll go through these a bit more quickly. I don't got nothing to say about Picross. Mario Golf at 17. Box Boy at number 16. Obviously, Box Boy is better than Star Fox and Kirby. That just makes sense. In saying that, just like the average of having 4 games and they're being very good, all in the 80s, I guess that's how averages work, Josh. So that does make sense.
Correct.
But just the idea of if somebody put this list together, can you imagine if somebody actually put this list together? It's like I love Box Boy and Kirby and Animal Crossing and all that's pretty mid.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
We got Donkey Kong, the main series. So we're just sort of in the low 80s at the moment. Got 80 average Metacritic score of 81.1.
They haven't split country either, so they've included everything. Yeah.
So yeah, I'd probably agree with that too. Maybe because then you got like, because if you take country out, like the rest are pretty random just to have together. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad the spin-offs aren't here, the DK spin-offs at least. So it is more mainline for sure.
Yeah. The worst one actually drags it down quite a bit, I would imagine. Out of 55 is the classic NES series, Donkey Kong. So the re-release of the NES Donkey Kong Game Boy Advance. But apart from that, we're looking pretty good. Apart from, I guess, Donkey Kong Land. Got a 72.
Yeah, having the land games there hurts it a little, but not too much, really.
I thought the Donkey Kong Land games very impressive for like Game Boy. They were. Very impressive.
100%. Yeah.
Number 14.
Yeah.
All right, one of the big ones. Oh, sorry, you go.
Bonanza is the highest one, I was just going to say, for DK at 91.
91, yeah. I was just thinking, like, what did that average out at? So it stayed at 91. Yep. I remember it sort of fluctuating a little bit. But number 14. Got a big one, Fire Emblem, which is, I don't know, sounds about right. It's one that I would think in the top 10, just as far as like, especially today, relevant, important Nintendo franchises. Still quite niche, but also pretty important as far as like Nintendo's repertoire of genres and IP that they have. And obviously, if you're a Super Smash Bros. Player, it's probably like half the roster as well. So you might be familiar with some of them if you play Smash.
Correct. Yep. They got everything here. So they got Tokyo Mirage Session and then the Warriors games as well. So it's all in one.
That's interesting. Yeah, because I guess the Warriors games, they can't make their own thing. And they can only do Hyrule Warriors as its own franchise because they re-released it on 3DS, which made it have 4. Whereas on Fire Emblem, they didn't do that. They've only got the 2 entries.
Interesting.
It just comes down to like semantics, doesn't it? At that point where it's like, like if you included Hyrule Warriors in The Legend of Zelda, like it would have dragged down probably the whole franchise a little bit. We'll see when we get to Zelda, see what they included. Number 13, your beloved Pikmin. And
lower than I thought.
Yeah, and well, they included more games than I thought because they obviously include Pikmin 1, 2 on the GameCube, but then they include Pikmin 1 and 2 on the Wii, and then they include Pikmin 1 and 2 on Switch. So Pikmin...
And Hey Pikmin as well.
Yeah. I remembered Hey Pikmin. I knew that would drag it down a bit, but I didn't realise that there's going to be 3 entries of every Pikmin. That's a little bit... I don't know... I guess it was reviewed on Metacritic. They all got their separate reviews, so that makes sense. It is what it is, but... like Pikmin 2, for example, comes out the GameCube 2004, gets a 90. That's 1 point above the original Pikmin on the GameCube as far as the Metacritic average goes. But then in 2023, that same game gets a 69, which, games are dated. The audience changes, all of that. But it's as far as this list goes, I guess it's a bit of an unfortunate thing for the Pikmin series, but
it's so weird though, isn't it? Because the original 2 games, Pikmin 2 scores just better, and then the 2 remakes for Wii, those 2 games, the Pikmin 2 scores better, and then once again when it comes to Switch, Pikmin 2 just scores way less than Pikmin 1, 69 versus 82. It's weird.
Yeah, I mean different reviewers. It's like literally a whole new generation of people who are like reviewing these games. So just an interesting sort of thing to notice. Because Pikmin 2, it's the same as Hey Pikmin, same review score, 5 years apart. And then we actually got a tie. We got a tie for the next couple, and this one's a big one. Number 11, we've got the Pokemon Core series. So that sits at an average of 82.4. This includes all of the core Pokemon games. And the worst reviewing one is Pokemon Scarlet and Violet as 72. And 1 point above that is Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. So, the most recent Pokemon games. Well, I guess actually not the most recent ones. Legends Arceus is sandwiched in between.
2 of the last 3.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad, isn't it?
Yeah. And it goes to show, like, all of the games reviewed quite well, which is good to see.
Yeah.
Like even Pokemon Sword and Shield got an 80. Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu, 79. So the Switch era, started off on like the roughly the same. Oh, actually, came down quite a bit actually since the last one with Pokemon Ultra Moon and Ultra Sun, and 84 on the average. But I mean, this makes sense for me. It would have made sense to maybe slot in. It could have just made into the top 10, but it did tie with Paper Mario, which is quite interesting as well. Obviously, a lot less entries in Paper Mario, but the averages worked out to be the same. But I mean, like for me, making a top 10 list, whether I'm choosing Paper Mario or mainline Pokemon, it's a no-brainer for me that Pokemon's in there. But you can't deny like the highs of the Paper Mario series. You also can't deny the lows. There was quite a lot of lows over the 3DS and Wii U era, like Sticker Star. But even Sticker Star, looking here, 75. That's just like, as far as like...
That's the green.
Yeah, it's in the green. And when I think of a scale, I think of a 75. I think of a 7 as like, it's good. And you'll enjoy it if you enjoy these things, but these negatives, they might make you not want to buy it. Like Sticker Star for me, like taking out those RPG mechanics and just relying you having a good inventory of stickers. Like it wasn't fun, it wasn't rewarding. It gave you no incentive to battle. Like it was just, I jumped off of it pretty quick. And then going to like Paper Jam and Color Splash, it used like similar systems, similar ideas, different battle mechanics, but still used a sticker system where there's no XP or anything. And I just didn't really have any
interest in that. I didn't really have a look at it, but Color Splash is on Wii U is probably a game I would like to have a go at one day. There's a lot of games in my backlog.
I played enough Paper Mario to be a fan of it, and like I do, for as much as I miss, I loved the return to form that Thousand Year Door was, bringing that remade for the Switch. I've always admired, and I don't mind the different way they do the battle mechanics sometimes, and I really loved Origami King. So, like I've heard some bad stuff about Color Splash and how some of it, some of the fights don't matter, but I love the series enough to want to go back and play that one because I missed it as well.
Yeah, maybe one day we'll get there. I've got like my dual screen, I guess, attachment for my little Android consoles coming, and I do want to play some Wii U on that to utilize some of that. I want to do Wind Waker HD, and Color Splash is on that very small list of Wii U games I want to play.
Yeah. Or at least check out for a little.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. At least check out for a little bit. Play it for half an hour and see what's up. All right. We're in the top 10. Done. Mario and Luigi, the RPG series, which is a wonderful series. I love. Unfortunately, it fell off probably a little bit in the 3DS era. Got some remakes of the older games though, which was great. My personal first game and favorite game, because of that reason, I dare say, is is Mario and Luigi Partners in Time on DS. I love that game. I think that was my first role-playing RPG game that wasn't Pokemon. I got that on DS and really enjoyed it. And I was very disappointed when I beat the game, because that was the first game that I beat where it doesn't save after the last boss. And I was used to Pokemon where it's got all this post-game and you can collect and all of that. But I beat the last boss, the credits rolled, and I was just still in front of the boss. I'm like, did I beat it? Did I mess up? I was a little bit confused.
It's so weird, isn't it, that first time you do that? I don't like this at all.
Yeah, I hate that in the Zelda games too. I had the exact same experience playing
I'm the same.
Twilight Princess.
I agree.
I'm like, can you just save and give me a little quest just to wrap up the story after the boss? Can I see the world once Ganondorf's been exploded? It's just, I don't know.
Yeah,
something about it's so unsatisfying. But Paper Mario. Why do I keep
it's pretty high up. It's I would have thought some of them, Brothership's the worst one here. Oh, sorry, Paper Jam is, but Brothership's only slightly better. So, those early ones did pretty well for the series.
Yeah, I was frustrated because they remade on 3DS Superstar Saga and Bowser's Inside Story. Where's my Partners in Time remake? You cheeky.
Oh, that's coming.
You cheeky.
Surely.
Oh, that'd be cool. I look, if I got a Partners in Time remake, this would be the reaction you'll get out of me. Oh, nice. That'd be the reaction you get out of me. I'm like, yeah. And this is actually Partners in Time. That's another game I have a sad memory about. I finished it. There's no post game. There's nothing else to do in it apart from replay it. So I'm like, well, I may as well trade it in. That is my one trade-in story I have where I truly regret it. I traded it in with a copy of Need for Speed Underground 2 on DS. And that was a really bad version of Need for Speed Underground. It goes without saying. That was really bad. I was quite happy to get rid of that game. But I traded that in with Partners in Time, and I actually bought with that cash or that trading credit, I got Clubhouse Games. So
hey, nice.
I quite enjoy, Clubhouse Games, a classic. It was so much fun, doing the darts and everything. Good. Everything on the DS was great, but I don't think it was it wasn't worth getting rid of Partners in Time. It's kind of sad I don't have that in my collection, but that's my one game. Yeah. That's honestly my one game where I'm like, I regret trading it in. I didn't trade in really anything, but that was the one where I'm like, damn, it's probably not cheap now either. No DS games are cheap.
No, that wouldn't. They're rare as well. Yeah, they're not cheap.
Number 9, Joshy, this one's for you. Especially, this is Metroid, an 83.3 average Metacritic score. Josh, tell us about Metroid. Why should it be number 9?
Yeah, well, I was kind of hoping it'd be a bit higher on the list, but looking at all the games, they've got all the 2D and 3D games together, plus the spin-offs. The original Metroid and Metroid, when it came to GBA, are the ones that are really lowering the score here at 63 and 58 respectively. Metroid Prime Federation Force, we did think about this and were a bit worried. That was a 64. But then you got so many high-scoring games like Super Metroid and Metroid Prime. They're like the two most well-known games in the series. They both scored 97 each. And then you just got some other ones in the 90s or high 80s. Like you got Metroid Fusion at 92, Metroid Zero Mission on the GBA 89, Prime 2 Echoes 92 as well, and then Corruption got 90. Like some really great games when they really slap. So if there were no spin-offs and the original game wasn't so hard to get back into, this series would be much, much higher in the list. But just goes to show they make a great game. When it comes to Metroid.
Yeah, just saying the worst scoring game is just a port of the original game to Game Boy Advance. that drags it down that little bit. But so yeah, if you want if you want a series that ranks well on this list, just don't port your really old game to a console in the future, I guess.
Yeah, correct.
That's where Pikmin went wrong. It would have been flying pretty well if they didn't port it from GameCube.
Yeah, that's right.
Number 8, F-Zero. And this is a series that's scored very well. The worst scoring game is F-Zero GP, Legend on the Game Boy Advance, which probably checks out pretty well as far as the other games. All the other games are pretty spot on, like the original F-Zero, F-Zero X, Maximum Velocity as well on the Game Boy Advance. That's a good one to go back to.
Well, maybe worst one in my opinion. Yeah, not sure. Anyway, they're all very good.
Yeah, an 82 for F-Zero 99 as well. Most recent game.
Yeah.
So cool. Oh, interesting. Number 7, Nintendo Wars. So this includes the Advance Wars and the Battalion Wars series. And yeah, very high for this game. I've got no love for this game necessarily. I do have a soft spot for Advance Wars on Game Boy Advance, just the way it looks. So it's obviously a very beautiful pixel art game, and I remember reading about it and seeing it a lot back in the day when I was very much involved with playing my Game Boy Advance, reading game magazines and all of that. But as far as playing it myself, I'm like, it's fine, it's okay, it's good. But how do you feel about it, Josh?
I really like this series. I think they did a pretty decent job with the remake of the first 2 GBA games on the Switch. Maybe the graphics looked a bit childlike and it didn't need to. There was definitely issues with the online and how that worked. This series just always has had issues with the release dates and world events coinciding with bad stuff and these games coming out. So it's always interesting when that happens. And then they got the Battalion Wars games here, which I haven't properly checked out. I did have the Wii one. And I didn't mind it, but yeah, probably not up there for me.
Yeah, fair enough. Number 6,
yeah,
Pushmo. And Pushmo's got 4 games in the series. The best scoring one, the original one, Pushmo on 3DS, 2011. And I don't remember this one, Stretchmo, which came out 2015. Don't remember Stretchmo.
Yes, no, I don't remember that either.
I remember Crashmo. Remember doing that. And Pushmo World on Wii U, but I don't remember Stretchmo. But yeah, the worst one was reviewed one was Pushmo World, an average of 80 on Wii U. But yeah, very good puzzle games, and I guess the averages work out pretty well because they're only pretty much core games that came out in all good quality, so it works out.
Yeah, and hit 4, just enough to qualify.
Yeah, that's right. It's just enough, and games that just have enough have that advantage. Number 5, Mario Kart. So, wonderful series, one of my favorites. Probably been the top 3 for me. I love Mario Kart quite a lot. It's got the average Metacritic score of 86.7. The best scoring one was the first one with a 94. Jeez, everyone loved it when it first came out. What is this? At a 93.
In Super Circuit. Yeah.
93 Mario Kart Super Circuit.
Yeah.
What?
I know.
What were people smoking back then?
I don't agree with it now. Yeah, for sure.
I get that it's
at the time, must have been amazing.
Yeah, Mario Kart on the handheld for the first time, I guess. Just that blew the reviewers away. But then a couple of years later, Mario Kart Double Dash, nah, this is not quite as good. 87. But yeah, I do agree with this one. I'll put it higher if I was them. Mario Kart DS, average of 90. Mario Kart DS is just phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for the Wii U, 92. Mario Kart 8 with an 88 on Wii U. A little bit low. Don't know.
They're all really high. 82 is the lowest, isn't it? Oh, 75, sorry, for home circuit. But yeah, very consistently high scoring series, and they're all great games. So yeah, makes sense.
Number 4, we've got Xenoblade Chronicles. We expected this. Not too many games in the series, all high quality. No like awful spin-offs. So yeah, makes sense it's up there. What's the best reviewed one? The original Wii, 92. And the worst reviewed one was Xenoblade Chronicles 2 with an 83. So there you go. Good stuff. The average score for the whole series as well was 87. All right, we've got the big ones, Josh. So I'm looking at it now. So number 3 is Super Mario series. Before we jump into discussing this, what do you think number 1 and 2 are?
So what we've just had, Super Mario. I think Zelda's going to be up there, and I'm trying to think of what the other one is, and it's falling blank on me. But Zelda's there at least. I think it's at number 1.
Yeah, I can't even think. I'm trying to think what the other one is apart from Zelda. It's kind of surprising to see Mario maybe not in the 1 or 2, but
Smash Bros. Be Smash Bros.
Oh, Smash, of course. And what do you think? I think Smash Bros would probably take it, actually. Now think about it, because it's got less games in the series. There aren't like spin-offs of it, because like Zelda does have spin-offs that will review lower, like Triforce Heroes and things like that. Which
I would have thought that too. Yeah, so we'll see.
Interesting. So yeah. Anyway, Super Mario Brothers, and this average score of 88.5. This includes a lot of games.
It's a lot of games, isn't it?
A lot of games. So it includes the 2D games from all walks of life, the 3D games, Mario Maker, all the 3D and 2D stuff that you'd consider mainline, but isn't the sports or a spin-off. The worst reviewed one, interestingly, is Super Mario Maker for 3DS, 73. The best reviewed one must be Mario Galaxy 2 at 97. Oh, you got Mario Galaxy 1 as well as 97.
You got a 98 for Super Mario Bros. 3, but that is technically not a Metacritic score. It's the thing that happened before Metacritic was a thing, whatever that means.
Interesting. So there you go.
Yeah.
So yeah, Mario lost out, mate. Sorry, you're not number 1.
They're all great games. So it's such a not just the 3D stuff, but the 2D, the originals, and then you've got the new series, which are all really solid titles, and even Maker games now. So I love so many of these games right here. They're great.
Yeah, it goes without saying, Mario, he's a good boy.
Yeah.
We enjoy his video games. Number 2, Josh.
2.
Super Smash Brothers at a
wow
89 average. So, yeah, we got a few games in the series, all the way from Nintendo 64 to Nintendo Switch. We've had a game on every platform since, including one on, I guess, a handheld with the 3DS.
Yeah.
I don't know if you count the Switch as a handheld. It is a handheld, but it's not the handheld version. I don't know. What's the best?
Weird, yeah.
The best reviewed one is, it's actually a bit of a tie between Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and Super Smash Bros. Brawl. But Super Smash Bros. For Wii U is at 92, so 1 point behind on the average.
So is Melee.
So is Melee, yeah. So yeah, we're looking at
all very high, all very good games.
What's your favorite Super Smash Bros. Game, Josh?
I've got so much nostalgia for Melee still, so I think it's Melee. That's
a good one. I don't have the nostalgia for Melee. I've got the respect for it, but I never had the GameCube. Yeah. But I remember my specific memories of Melee was my friends we always play Smash 64 together, And I remember like Bryce had a birthday party. It might have been his like 10th birthday party or 12th birthday party, whatever it was. It doesn't matter. But one of his friends, he brought over his GameCube and we're playing Melee. And I remember just being blown away. I was like, the step up. I was just used to 64.
Huge step up.
And like all of the different characters, like playing as Ganondorf. I remember watching Ganondorf and Zelda duke it out on like the massive Hyrule Temple level. I'm like, this is nuts. Like it was so cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I remember just
so cool.
I remember just being blown away by it, even like back then. But yeah, I've got like the nostalgia for me is like pretty much every game apart from Melee in some ways, apart from like, you know, those like specific moments where like I go over to friends' places and play Melee. But like Brawl, that was my first game my first Smash I owned. And that was at the time as well when I was a kid and I just had so much time to practice and do the story and collect the stickers, the trophies. So yeah, I love Brawl. That was probably like when I really tried to get good. And I went to tournaments and things like that at conventions and whatever I went to. And, you know, I won some, I lost some. And yeah, it was a good time. And
Very well.
the lead up to Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and 3DS, that was the most hyped I've ever been for anything in my life. Like, it was just so thing. And like, that's why like I love just like this theme song just for Smash for Wii U. It's just...
Yeah, it's iconic, isn't it?
Love it so much. It's just absolutely fantastic. So yeah, that's probably honestly my favorite. That could be my favorite Smash. It's just for Wii U, and it comes.
Really?
It might be purely because there's just some changes that the Ultimate made that I don't like as much, and it comes down to like the smallest things. And one of those things is Pokemon Trainer. In Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, there was no Pokemon Trainer. It was just Charizard. And Charizard's moveset was so much better. He was able to like do like a rock smash with his down B, but his down B in Smash Ultimate was changed to like swapping out Pokemon. So he was just nowhere near as good in Smash Ultimate. It wasn't as fun to use. And there was some other characters that sort of had the same problem with me, like Zero Suit Samus and all that. I feel like she was much better. And there's a lot of characters that I like, that was so much fun to use, as well as just some multiplayer or some single player modes like that weren't in Smash Ultimate. But yeah, it's hard. It feels wrong saying that because Smash Ultimate's just full of characters and the story mode is honestly like way better, obviously, and it's got so much more content in it. But I don't know. I feel like this is just old man Drew speaking at this point. I'm talking about a game that came out in my early 20s as opposed to my late 20s, and I'm just maybe feeling a bit nostalgic about it. Just the lead up to it and everything, it was immense. Like I remember being at work, like, and I saw on Facebook that like it got its release date. I'm like, oh my god! I remember just wetting myself pretty much.
Yeah, having a great
I had
time.
to mop myself up. I was that excited. So
Yeah, there's so many great memories. They're so fun to play with friends, and I've got so many fun memories playing with my brothers. I've chipped my tooth thanks to Super Smash Bros. Melee. You know, my brother Nick was so good in U2. We were arguing, telling him to be a different character, try someone else, and I kept losing, and so I pushed him, and so Super Smash Bros. In real life ensued, and he pushed me back into a bed rail, and I chipped my front tooth here, so I got a cap, and I always say it's my real life Smash Bros. Moment playing Smash Bros. Smashing Bros with my brother Nick. So, like some great memories. Melee's the best, Drew, because it has poker floats as well. So I rest my case.
Hell yeah. I fell in love with the music of poker floats before I even saw the stage. I used to just go around and like listen to like a lot of video game soundtracks. I forgot the website that I used at the time, but I could just go and download like random tracks from different games. And I remember being in primary school. One song that I used to love was the Dr. Mario theme. That song just pops off. And poker floats. Like,
It does.
Like this,
Yes.
this like really like intense Pokemon theme that wasn't just beeps and bops from the Game Boy Advance. I'm like, this is something else. And it wasn't until like a few years later that I found out it was from that. But yeah, poker floats, good stuff. I feel like Poker
Yeah,
Floats is in
and then-
another one. Was it in the Wii U one? I feel like it's in one of them.
It's on Ultimate, that's for sure.
I know
annoys
it's on
me
Ultimate.
to the nth degree. I think it's just Melee.
I'm gonna look it up. Like, I swear it came. I think it was on 3DS or Wii U because they had exclusive maps on each one.
Yeah. But like the series is so iconic and great, and it's one that helps you discover other games that Nintendo's made, and you've discovered the lore and the history, and that's how I got into wanted to play Mother Earthbound. This is how I wanted to get into F-Zero and Xenoblade, all this sort of stuff, because you play in Smash Bros. And even like Castlevania and Persona, because like these characters come into the game, they've got the stages, and you sort of get intrigued by it. It's really fun and a great way to sort of explore other wider games out there.
Yeah, there's a lot of games that I discovered because of Super Smash Brothers for sure. Even probably Star Fox and things like that. Like, I played them beforehand, but it really sort of brought the characters to life because you saw them outside of the cockpit, you saw their weapons and everything, and it wasn't just Star Fox Adventure. It was, I guess what Sakurai does and the team at HAL at the time with Brawl and Melee. They really did bring those characters to life pretty well.
100%.
All right, so at 0.6 more at 89.6 average Metacritic score. We got The Legend of Zelda, and I guess let's give Zelda a clap. Well done.
Well done, Zelda.
Legend of Zelda.
Well deserved.
And I honestly thought
Very good games.
I thought some of these spin-offs would drag it down, but looking here, Triforce Heroes, which we gave a bit of a call out before, got a 73, so not too bad. But the worst,
Not too bad.
the worst reviewed game at the average here was classic NES series Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, which came out in the Game Boy Advance 2004. So these re-releases of NES games, Josh, not doing these series too well when it comes to this list. So it could have been a little bit higher even if they if they didn't do that. God, Nintendo should have had the foresight just for this list. But I guess it all works out in their favor anyway because it's all their franchises. But
Correct.
yeah, man. I mean, when you think of like phenomenal, big scale, epic adventures like The Legend of Zelda, especially like with Nintendo, comes to mind straight away, especially in the last few years. Zelda has been firing on all cylinders with its reinvention with Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. And even looking back at maybe some of the more questionable titles that a lot of people kind of don't like too much, like I guess what's it called? Skyward Sword. Like the HD version got 81, and Jesus, the Wii version, the original version, got 93, which I guess it did get I remember it getting a 10 out of 10 from IGN back in the day. So I guess there's a few reviews like that.
People diss it, but it rated so highly.
Yeah,
That's way higher than I was expecting it to be. Like some of these just absolutely, like Spirit Tracks. I hear so much hate for that game. He gets 87 here, so it's the reviewers loved them and love these games, and it's such a great, I don't know, the classic tropes of it all that you got for the first 30 years of the series. Like great structure, like adventure, like puzzle solving, story. And then it just keeps evolving after that, and becomes the open world, mecca that it is, and has just found a whole new audience, a whole new way to discover and customize with, especially Tears of the Kingdom. It's the series has never been in a healthier state than it is right now, and we've got a movie coming out in a couple of years as well. Probably get a new theme park area, I would imagine, sometime after that. So. If you love Zelda, there's definitely more coming your way.
Sure is. I can't wait for more. You mentioned Spirit Tracks. I love Spirit Tracks. I hate Phantom Hourglass though.
Really?
I love Spirit Tracks. It's got some of the most beautiful music in the series. It's phenomenal. Like you would have heard it in Smash Brothers at least, like on the Spirit Tracks level, the main theme of that game. And I love that game so much. Because the main instrument in that game is the pan flute. And how you play it is you blow into the microphone, you use the touch screen to move your flute and you play like, you know, the certain songs to, you know, progress the story, much like you do in obviously Ocarina of Time and other games too. But I fell in love with that instrument because of that game. I actually went and bought a pan flute, and I played. Yeah, I literally bought a pan flute. I remember getting it from a local music shop for $90. It was not a cheap thing.
No.
But I just fell in love with that type of music. I got like a few artists that just play the pan flute. There's no vocals or anything, but I truly did fall in love with that soundtrack. It's just absolutely stunning. How that music, it's just it's wonderful. I might actually make it the Nintendo jukebox at the end of the show, just let people listen to it if you haven't. But yeah, if you haven't played it but you've played Smash Brothers and it, so it's all over those games. There's a stage based on Spirit Tracks. But yeah, I really do recommend Spirit Tracks, because Phantom Hourglass I hated because you have to go back to the same area again and redo the same floors. And I found that just agonizing. I'm like, this sucks.
Tedious.
Because it wasn't that fun anyway, because you had to be stealthy. So you basically, I forgot the name of the tower now, but you basically have to like stealth up, like it's like a stealth puzzles pretty much going up. And you get to the floor, then you complete the mission, then you do a dungeon, you come back, and you've got to do those same floors again. And then once you get to where you were, then you progress again. I'm like, that sucked.
No good.
Spirit Tracks did a similar thing. After a dungeon, you go back to a particular area, but instead of redoing the same thing, you just progressed from where you left on that particular dungeon, which made a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Like why they made you
sure.
redo stuff was, I had no idea, but I couldn't do it. I can't do this. It's not fun. And also, it used like the touchscreen controls as well, which was a bit meh. But Tears of the Kingdom, probably my favorite Nintendo game of all time. So
yeah,
I quite like Zelda. It's quite good.
You wouldn't be the only one. Yeah, it's captured such a great audience now, and I love both forms now, and go back to them, and you got traditional Zelda, but then you got the 2D and 3D traditional, and now you got open world Zelda. So it's a whole different array of things they've done in the past, and it's really cool. And they've even tried like Four Swords Adventures, and Four Swords with the Link to the Past for the GBA, all these multiplayer type of games as well. So they've dabbled in a few different things.
Yeah. So Josh, we'll recap the top 10 and talk about what we think of the list itself. So we've got The Legend of Zelda, Super Smash Brothers, Super Mario, Xenoblade Chronicles, Mario Kart, Pushmo, Nintendo Wars, F-Zero, Metroid, and Mario and Luigi. So I feel like this part makes a fair bit of sense. Like Legend of Zelda, Super Smash Bros., Mario, top 3, 100%. That's what I would put up there.
Hard to argue against.
Yeah, I'll put that up there too. In some ways, I forget about Super Smash Bros. As its own series for whatever reason. I don't know why. Like when I think about Nintendo series that I love, I think about like all these series, and Smash Brothers is like those series just coming together rather than it being its own thing. So sometimes I just
I get what you mean.
Sometimes I forget that, but because when I was thinking about the top 2, I was thinking Mario and Zelda, but yeah, I would have, if I thought about it, yes, Smash Brothers for sure. But yeah, it makes a lot of sense until like the top 5, 100% makes sense. But then it like at number 6 with Pushmo, then F-Zero, Metroid. Yeah, that should even be a bit higher. Then Mario and Luigi in the top 10, above like Animal Crossing and Pokemon and a few other things. No, but that's how the
Metroid and Pikmin, I feel, have been the worst off here in terms of some of these re-releases. Because original Metroid gets a 63 here, and then the original Zelda got an 83. So I don't know if there's 20 points of difference in that game, to be honest. And then those re-releases on the Switch for Pikmin didn't help that cause. All pretty solid. They're all up there. And so it's only like, these are all rated in the low 80s. And then to get the best, Zelda was 89.6 was its average. So it's not that far off, really.
So, yeah. Not a bad list. Very interesting just how it, I guess it mathematically works out. As far as like, if somebody made this list, I'd be like, bro, what are you thinking? Like, there's just like a massive Pushmo fan out there who's like pretty mediocre on Animal Crossing and some other bigger franchises. But yeah, no, it worked out pretty well. So I would give this a Metacritic score of 69.
Nice.
All right. Let's move on to some news, Josh. We'll get through this relatively quickly. The biggest news was from the Pokemon World Championships. At the closing ceremony, we got some interesting things. We got some interesting updates about the Pokemon trading card game Pocket. We're getting some new Mega EX cards, including Mega Gyarados, Mega Blaziken, Mega Altaria EX. So they're going to be coming. We don't have any details when, but we're going to be getting some new cards. So that's pretty cool. You still playing, Josh? I'm still opening most days. I actually missed a day the other day. I'm like, oh, whoops. But then I opened it and I actually got like a really good pull. I got like a couple of shinies in one packet. I'm like, wow, maybe I should skip a day all the time because maybe they're just trying to keep that retention up. Like, oh, we lost him. Quick, chuck in some shinies. I feel like that's what they did to me. But you still opening every day?
I had been. I think the last week I've been a little bit more spotty, probably every second day or so. And thank you for reminding me, so I'll do it now.
Oh yeah, I usually open.
See if I can pull something great live.
I usually do it when I put my daughter to bed. Like, yeah, I go and sit in the chair. She drinks a bottle. I usually get my phone out, open a Pokemon pack. That's when I usually remember it. But if I have a bit of a what'd you get? Oh wow,
Lyra.
You got Lyra full art. Well done.
Thank you.
I love those full art trainer cards, dude. The artwork is just spot on.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
All these Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like, I want a collection of just full art trainer cards. I think they're sick. All right, Pokemon Unite. It just celebrated its 4th anniversary, and there are multiple character updates on the way. Empoleon, Demise, and Volporion will be joining the game soon, starting with Empoleon, the 19th of September. So stay tuned for that, everyone. The Pokemon Champions, so the latest news for the Pokemon Champions, it includes the confirmation that it will be the main game for the video game championship at next year's World Championships, along with its Switch 2 confirmation. So it's getting a Switch 2 version, which is relieving, and a look at Mega Evolutions. So this is massive news for like the Pokemon video game championships. I haven't caught up with any of like the actual competition this year because it happens like at nighttime for us. Like it's over in the States. So whenever I see it on YouTube, it's literally like a 12-hour VOD. So I'm like, do I just skip to the end of the VOD or do I watch like a bit of it? Like I'm looking at a 12-hour video. Like, where do I start? But I think there was a few years ago, must have been 2020. I forgot where it was, but it was live during the day and I was watching it all day. I had it on my phone and we were painting the bedrooms in our house. So I had it loaded up and I was just watching it all day. It's really good. I love watching the video game championships, but didn't catch them this year. But yeah, it's going to be massive. Just the fact that like they've got this dedicated game to battling that can change around the rules. It can swap between Mega Evolution. It can swap between Z moves. It can swap between Dynamax. All of like the battle gimmicks that have been introduced over the last few years, the last few generations. And I think for me, the biggest question I have is just like every 4 years, a brand new set of Pokemon games to get a brand new generation. And that drastically changes the mechanics and the, I guess the leveling between each Pokemon, like the balancing. So a lot of balances come and like new abilities, new moves, all of that. I wonder with like this game, will they be changing it up? Like this year, you're able to use Mega Evolutions, but not Dynamax. And then the next year, they're like, hey, look, you can use Dynamax. And like the pools of Pokemon changes as well. I wonder whether they'll be a bit more dynamic with the rule sets and everything that they're able to introduce with all of this. I hope it is because I remember the video game championships in like the 3DS days with Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. All of the teams looked identical. You had like a combination of Groudon, Rayquaza, or it was like Groudon, Rayquaza, Kyogre, or Xerneas. I think, yeah, for whatever reason, you could have 2 legendaries at the time. And so it was double battles. So it was just a weather war. So you had a Groudon Kyogre with Drizzle and Drought.
Yeah.
And then you had Rayquaza, which neutralizes weather. So it was just like a swap party, like swap out Rayquaza, stop the rain, then you swap back Kyogre, then you send him back out to start the rain again. It was just like it was getting very samey.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you want a bit more variety then, don't you?
Yeah.
And this is free to start, so that's interesting. Yeah, I'll be interested to see how because Unite to me was like free to start and is still, but then I don't know, it got to a stage where I felt like I need to start paying some money here to start really keeping up. So
100%. Yeah, that game
interested to see what they do with this.
That game, they want your cash. You're like, you can play it, but you're gonna have no access to items and buffs and some characters.
No good at this game.
Yeah. Just about the free to play. This is a statement from Nintendo PR. Pokemon Champions is a free to start game coming to Nintendo Switch 2, Nintendo Switch, and mobile devices in 2026. More details on a paid digital version of Pokemon Champions on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems will be shared in the future. So I wonder, like,
ooh, okay.
I mean, my ideal for this is that it's like, just buy it and you don't have to worry about it. Like, maybe the free to play is, maybe you've got to pay to, maybe you can play it, but then you've got to like pay to have access to Pokemon that use Mega Moves or Mega Evolutions, and pay to use Dynamax, and just unlock like certain tiers. And when you pay for that, you're fine. And it's not nickel and diming you with battle passes and that for the rest of your life. I do hope that they offer just like, hey, look, this is just a Pokemon game like Pokemon Stadium back in the day. Just buy it. Because I love Pokemon. I want to play it. I like playing the mainline games because they don't ask me for money all the time. And if they move that major aspect to a free-to-play game that asks for that all the time, it'll be pretty upsetting, to be honest. So I hope they don't.
I'm really interested here to think if they're trying to hedge their bets, because they've got the mobile app here too, and making that paid is just not viable. And so free to start there helps, but then also, I don't know. Yeah, you've got the paid version for the Switch and Switch 2. Is there a way you could, be free to start on either? And if you spent a certain amount, you've effectively just purchased the game and they give you the full version of the game. I don't know. Is that a good way to ease into it for mobile users? Because I'm probably, I'd rather pay for it and just get everything straight away and not have to worry about like timings for every 24 hours. This like renews, or I have to wait for this, or something's expired. I have to spend some more money to use it. I would rather pay a certain reasonable price and not have to worry about that. So be interesting to see how they tackle that when it releases.
Yeah, I hope they implement it like they did it with Pokemon Quest back like 2017, I think, when the Switch came out.
Long time.
Yeah. Like how that game worked was like you have a camp, and then there's certain items that give you certain abilities, like more time out in the field and stuff like that. And effectively, you could buy 2 packs that gave you those items for your camp. And effectively, just buying the 2 packs just basically unlocked the game, had no restrictions. And from there on, they didn't ask for any more money. I kind of hope that it's just like that's the case for this. Because
that would work best.
Yeah,
I feel.
Because what they do with their other free-to-play games is just, I'm just not interested. So I hope they don't do it here, where it's like, I can't, like, if I want to do competitive battling now, it's not, it's something that I can't ignore. And we got some information about Pokemon XP, which is going to be a brand new expo for Pokemon, I guess, alongside the Pokemon World Championships. So I think this is a press release here. The Pokemon World Championships will level up with the addition of an all-new fan experience, Pokemon XP. This event will take place alongside the 2026 Pokemon World Championship competitions at Moscone Center at the heart of San Francisco, welcoming trainers from across the world to celebrate their fandom with a variety of unique offerings and engaging activities, with something for every fan. So that sounds like a lot of fun.
Nice.
Like for me, like, when you go to one of these events, you just watch people play battles. You're like, cool. But there'd be like, it'd be a lot more exciting to go, all right, I've watched enough people play Pokemon. I want to go and buy some things. I want to go and watch some things. So yeah, it's cool that they're sort of expanding it. It's just, it's going to be like nowhere near us at any time in the future. So don't really have to think about it much.
Wouldn't that be the day when it comes to Australia?
Yeah. 2020, I wanted to go and watch like the semi-finals in Melbourne. They had it at the Expedition Centre. I wanted to go, but I was I was busy, like doing home renovations at the time. But it went to shit not long after that. Anyway, those finals ended up getting cancelled anyway. And I guess the big bit of news for the actual game, so Pokemon Legends ZA, it's got a brand new multiplayer battle mode. Josh, have you seen this trailer by chance?
Does it go for a minute? I might have seen it.
Yeah, it goes for about a minute. 2 minutes, something like that.
Or did I see it for Champions? I think I saw the Champions one, not the Legends ZA one.
All right. Well, I'll send you through this, Josh. I'll see what you think. I'll get your thoughts in real time because I saw this. I'm like, it looks pretty fun. Oh, my keyboard's gone. I need to press the enter key. There we go. We got there, everyone. But I'll read this, Josh. You have a gander of that trailer, and this is just a PR statement as well. But it will give you an idea of what it is if you haven't seen the trailer yourself. So trainers will be able to jump into ZA Battle Club in the Pokemon Legends ZA game in the newly revealed Link and Ranked Battles. In the ZA Battle Club Linked Battles, up to 4 players will race to defeat as many Pokemon as possible within the time limit to take the top spot. In ranked battles, up to 4 trainers can compete online from around the world to earn points. When players earn enough points, they will rise in rank. Trainers will start off at rank Z and can be promoted all the way to the ultimate rank A. Players can earn in-game awards, and when a battle ends or when their rank increases with additional rewards granted based on their final rank. When the season ends after a set period, since rewards vary by season, active participation is necessary to climb the ranks. Players will be able to enjoy private battles with their friends using the local communicator with those further away online. I think that just explained like the concept of the battles, but just the actual battle ranking in general. I don't think it actually explained the mode. But the actual mode itself, like you're in like a contained area. There's 4 players running around with their Pokemon, and Zach in the Discord, he actually brought this to my attention to start off with just earlier today. He sort of like compared it to like Mario Kart battle mode, where you're running around, you're trying to knock out everybody's Pokemon with like the battle mechanics in this, where it is very much about moving around and making space, all of that. And in this trailer, it sort of shows off like the different strategies you can use. So you've got your 6 Pokemon with you. If you've got like a type advantage, you're going to seek that out straight away. So it shows like a Gyarados on the field, a trainer's running around with a Gyarados, and somebody with a Mega Ampharos, obviously with the electric advantage over a water flying. They went and targeted them. So then you get that point. But then it also shows like 2 people having a battle, and then like Dragonite Mega evolves into Mega Dragonite and uses Draco Meteor, which is a wide range attack, and it takes them both out at once when they're like both weakening each other. So you can sort of use some strategy where it's like when you're targeting somebody, you're open to somebody else coming and attacking you. So I can see a lot of strategy. I was very worried about this battle system, like from what we saw, just like one-on-one, where it is just like it kind of just looks like Pokemon but moving around. It looks a bit boring. Like you're just in a little square, not doing much. There's no height advantage. There's not too much to think about apart from like a water gun's coming, keep moving, make sure you do your attack when they're not attacking, like type of thing. But I've got to play the game to see how I feel about that. But seeing this trailer with 4 people in an area, there's a lot to think about. And it brings up like a completely different way of thinking about how to play Pokemon that you don't do in like the traditional Pokemon games. So yeah, I'm very interested to give this a go. And just the fact that it's like a multiplayer mode as well. You do it with friends, you do it online, see how well they implement that. Hopefully it's well implemented. But yeah, it all seems seems pretty good to me. This was a great sort of feature that I was excited to see. But Josh, you've watched the trailer, or you're getting through the trailer? What'd you think?
Yeah, all watched. Yeah, I'm interested in this. Yeah, because I think the main thing, like you said, is it's different to Pokemon we've played before. Which that was the things they were leading with Legends EA, and you want to get through the rankings. The Pokemon move around with you, so it's a bit more lifelike. It's a bit more like it's actually happening in front of you. So this is a cool extra mode. Yeah, I'm interested in it. Yeah, the battle mode analogy I do get as well. How you're all sort of moving around, and with the Pokemon flavor of the types, that would mean that you could definitely chase and go for different advantages. So your type advantages, and what the Pokemon's types are. I don't know. I need to watch the trailer again if the enemy Pokemon had their types showing up, because sometimes you could maybe get caught out by that. And how do the attacks work? If you got 6 Pokemon out per yourself, that's a lot of management, isn't it? So is that right? Was it 6 per trainer, or is it less?
I don't know. I sort of assume
that seems like a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it sort of looks like once one got knocked out, then the next one comes out. So maybe before the
that would
battle,
make more sense.
maybe before the battle, you order them potentially. I'm not sure.
Yeah, maybe toggle. Maybe you might be able to like return the Gyarados and get out the Pikachu instead if you think that's better for you. So yeah, I'm interested in this because, it's very different. I think that would be quite cool. I just, hope it works well. The online's fine. I think having private battles with your friends, I think there'd be a lot of support for this, hopefully. And that would be a fun way to sort of, and then with a ranking that keeps it competitive. So, I'm definitely keen to check that out.
Seems like we've got a house brawl in October, having a Pokemon battle.
Oh, yeah. Doing one for that, definitely.
Running around together. And that'll be a fun one because we do
100%.
look a lot of arcade games, but this would be like one purely based off like our teams we played through like a single player game. So that'll be pretty cool. We could do that with the recent Pokemon games. So I didn't even think about playing Pokemon for that. That could be interesting. Could be
100%.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Josh, it's time for the house brawl.
Drew, I've got one thing.
Oh, what we got?
This just in while we're live, Drew, there's a Kirby Air Riders Direct tomorrow night.
Oh, beautiful.
So Sakurai has a trailer, a direct, sorry, and it's 45 minutes long, Drew. So it's
really
huge.
Holy shit.
Yeah, very Sakurai-like. Just directed for Kirby Air Riders. We'll probably get a release date. We'll get a whole bunch of information with 45 minutes, a bit of a demo, I imagine. And probably we are going to get it sometime this year from the sounds of it now.
That's awesome. 45 minutes on Air Riders. That is wicked. I am.
Yes.
I'm excited just to have another arcade racing game. I love arcade racing games. I love Kirby, but most of all, I love Sakurai. Look, even if I don't get this game, if I never put this game on the shelf, never download it to the console, it still gave me a 45-minute sit down with Sakurai, hopefully on his couch, like we got, with the lead up to Smash Ultimate and all of that. I just want that man on his couch, looking at the camera, looking at me in the eyes, and I can just sit there and be like, what a man. What a man. So at least it'll give me that. It's funny because I do have a news story pulled up. Just like from My Nintendo News. Like Sakurai says to expect Kirby Air Riders footage soon. And that was from August 15th. So I didn't expect it to be this soon. But here we are. That's nice. Beautiful.
Very soon. Literally, that was like a week ago. So he wasn't kidding.
I might live stream. I might react to it. So anybody check out the YouTube channel if or the VOD or anything like that. But
10:30 Adelaide time. So 11 o'clock at night for those in the Eastern States.
Beautiful.
Tomorrow night.
Awesome. All right, Josh. Are you ready for a house brawl?
Let's do it, man.
Let's do it. So this week, of course, with the release of Drag X Drive, everybody's favorite Nintendo game, we are indeed having a 3-on-3. So me versus Josh, we're going to put 2 CPUs on each, and that is going to be on hard. So the idea is that it's going to even us out quite a lot because the hard CPUs in this game, they get 3-pointers like it's nothing. They're quite good, and we're not that great at it, so it keeps us honest anyway. But Josh, Are you? Is your spaghetti ready?
I am ready. Yes, I've got. I've cleared things out on my desk because you need a bit of space when it comes to this game. Move things around. The mouse controls are working. Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. So I've just got the gameplay up there, and so you're in my room here. I see.
I am.
Yes, you are. I've got to swap over my monitor. Oh, look at me.
Practice.
Oh, there you
while
are.
I can.
Have a shot. Oh, beautiful
Sticking
shot,
some
mate.
hoops in.
Beautiful, beautiful.
you.
I'll give you a clap for that.
Very much.
I'll give you a clap for that.
There you go. You can have it.
Oh, thanks. Where'd it go? Oh, you're a bully. You're a big
I'm
mean
using
bully.
motion controls.
Oh, can I get a shot on it? Get one in. There we go. All right, so we're going to start it here. Now, what the frustrating thing about this is, like, when you start a room, I've got to make the court every single time. Obviously, not going to be a big issue here tonight, but we had some issues when we were playing before. Like, was it Friday night, Josh? We decided to have a bit of a play together, and really frustrating. Sort of, you can't start again. Oh, it's giving me. Oh, look, this is bullshit, Josh.
What's happening?
It says you can't start a game with more bots than players.
That's right.
Set the number of bots equal to or less than the number of players and try again.
Go do 2v2 then. 2v2, one bot each.
Yeah, I guess so. Guess that. Yeah, so we can do that. Okay. Look, and
2v2.
And that's the biggest problem with this game, which is just the fact that if Josh and I want to play together, we want to do a tag team of 2, we cannot go online and play with other people. We have to... Oh, we have to just like... Oh, it's just so frustrating. We have to just play with bots. All right. So we are on. I don't know what I'm doing.
Same.
I was trying to concentrate on what I was saying. Oh god.
Oh, this bot's doing it. Come on. Pass.
Oh no. Oh no. Just nails the
Thank you
three-pointers.
so much. The bot. I've got a great bot.
Do I have to get it to my bot? There we go, bot. There we go. You get a three-pointer.
Go bot. You get it.
You get a three-pointer.
No, you don't get it.
Yeah,
Oh,
oh,
the bots are just doing all the
He
work.
got it.
for
He got
us.
the three-pointer. Yeah, so that's the thing, Josh. Maybe that's the... Oh, that's the thing. We've just got to feed the bot. No. Fuck, they just... He got the trick too.
We're doing nothing here.
I know.
You and I are just trying to pretend to do something here, and it's just not happening.
Yeah, so I feed that bot. Oh, come on.
I stopped him. I stopped him.
Oh, you
I got into his way. I feel like I did something there. I'm going to pass to him because he's good. The bot, you can do it, mate.
Oh, no.
Yes. Come on. Come on. I was not expecting
What
to
is
win
the score? Oh, 3-8. Come on, mate. Get that 3. Oh, my bot's missing it now.
this. You got a shafty bot.
Oh, JT, you're going for the goal. Oh, you got one.
Oh, the skyhook! What is going on? Drew, how am I winning this? I was so bad at this on the weekends. I was very frustrated by it. It just wasn't happening for me. Like, it just did not like it at all.
Well, you just needed to sleep on it. That's the only thing.
Apparently. Oh, here we go.
He's off.
Oh, the break. He's going up.
Nah.
Pass. My bot's got it though. Go, pass.
Where am I? Absolutely smashing us.
Oh, we got 50 seconds.
Can I make the most of it? Oh! Oh, come on, bot. Yeah, come on. Good stuff,
Well
bot. Good stuff. All right. Or pass the Josh. Can you get the three-pointer?
Come on, get it in.
Where's the ball? Oh.
Oh, I was full on expecting getting a loss here, Drew.
Nah, you're good, mate.
Pretty happy.
Pretty chuffed.
Pretty chuffed.
10 seconds left. No, we're no good.
Getting a shot at the end would have been nice though, but that's all right.
I'm hitting the ring. Bloody beautiful.
Come on, in you go.
Oh, out at the end. Good stuff.
Well, 3.
Good stuff. Josh, you are the winner of the house brawl this week. Congratulations.
How did that happen, Drew? How did that happen?
How'd it happen? Well, you
I've been so bad at this game all week.
got us some good shots.
I got a good bot, I think.
And you got a good
More
bot.
likely.
Well, you fed the bot well. Well
Take it.
done.
I'll take it. Thank you very much.
So next week I will be getting punished. So I look forward to that. Damn.
It makes it interesting, Drew, because that was the third one for August, wasn't it?
Yes.
So you're winning still 2-1. And so next week, if I win, that'll be the 25th. Makes it interesting because we'll need a decider the week after, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have a decider. Whole episode dedicated to the decider. We'll go through a gauntlet of games.
The overall tally's 4 all as well. We've done 8 of these and we're 4 each.
So yeah, we'll see how we go. Might have like a
Very good.
drag X drive tournament or something.
That's the most I've enjoyed that game, only because I had a good bot.
You just need to put hard CPUs on for you all the time.
Maybe.
All right, let's talk a little bit more about Drag and Drive and to sort of ease our way into it. Dolphin Pants left in the Discord, and of course, you guys can join our Discord community, the iDruby Homestead. You can go to the Letterbox channel, and you can leave us a letter to read at the House of Mario. You can put it in the post box, and we'll read it here on the show. And Dolphin Pants says, Drag X Drive received a 1 out of 10 from Kinda Funny. What other games do you think unfairly got hate? For me, it's a majority of the Wii U lineup. The Wii U was so fun, and I've no idea why people hate on it so much. I've got my ideas why. I quite enjoyed the Wii U too, but certainly wasn't perfect. But I kind of like, before we get into the actual question, the whole, I remember Dolphin Pants, he brought this up while I was playing the game on the stream. Like, kind of funny giving the game a 1 out of 10. And I don't, how has I haven't actually looked at any reviews at all for the game. I don't know how well the game is scoring on Metacritic or anything like that. But
It's in the low 60s. It's, yeah. Again, lots of 6s, 5s, 5.5s, 7s out of 10s, that kind of thing.
yeah, it's a very, as far as like the whole package, very like, it's a pretty mediocre game. I think the biggest thing is just like the online. It works okay if you have like 12 friends to play with, but it completely ruins it, doesn't it, Josh? How like just you got you and I, and we go online, play some Drag X Drive, but we can't play with other people. So it gives you a choice. Like, do I go on and just play by myself, but I can play with like a lobby of people and just know I've got human competition, or do I play with like my friend, like which you want to do in a game like basketball or sports games or whatever? You want to play with your friends, but you don't want to play just computers. It's just so frustrating because Mario Kart did this as well. So it's not just this game; it's a trend that Nintendo has kept up in their multiplayer offerings on Switch too. It seems like this is how they want to handle multiplayer experiences. It's either with your friends or it's with everyone, but you can't have both. And the idea of other major multiplayer games doing this is just unthinkable. Like, you can imagine like 360. Could you imagine playing Halo 3? Like, oh, you can only, if you want to play with your friends, you got to play with bots. Or Modern Warfare 2. Look, you can play with your friends if you want to do team deathmatch with your friends, but you have to play the other team with bots. It's just Fortnite. You can play with your friends, but the other 97 people, they're all bots because you can't be in a lobby. Like, it's crazy, man. Like, it's just, so dumb. It's so dumb, and I feel like that is a major sort of down point in this game because the rest is fine. It's $30, and I feel like for me, I enjoy the unique control scheme. We talked about it a lot last week, so I won't go into it. but it's just like it's a sort of a fun game with a bit of an area to explore and well, not explore, but there's like, there's a jump rope challenge and you can sort of muck around and do just random stuff with your friends and things in the area when you're not playing. There's a couple of mini games to do as well, which is a little bit of fun between games. So the offering for the price, I'm like, it's fine. Like it's, I think it's a good 7. Like it's 7 out of 10. It's good. It's fine. And you'll have fun if you enjoy the concept of what they're trying to offer. But you bring up a Kind of Funnies review. I didn't listen to it. I'm a big Kind of Funny listener, but I just haven't listened to many podcasts in the last week or so. I just fallen off just a little bit. So it's got nothing to do with me not wanting to listen to it. But the person that gave it that 1 out of 10 was Snowbike Mike. And Snowbike Mike, he's Kind of Funny. He's basically like big multiplayer guy. Plays a lot of multiplayer games. He just went and covered like Battlefield 6. He is their guy to cover multiplayer offerings. And he's quite often hard on Nintendo for how they handle multiplayer, and rightfully so. For the reasons I just stated, but there's a lot of sort of different things that, they don't do. They don't really do like a good spectator mode and all of this. And I also see him as like the type of person that doesn't really like doing things that isn't just holding a controller or a mouse and keyboard. And that's fair enough. That's everyone's prerogative. So I think that's largely where it came down to, is like he probably didn't just enjoy, getting a little bit puffed in some ways, especially like with the mix of like no progression. Like you're not unlocking anything. You're not leveling anything up. There's no, none of that. It is just purely playing the game along with like the control scheme and the backwards way of handling multiplayer. It's sort of, I doubt he would have got any sort of fun or interest out of that. So that's probably where the 1 out of 10 comes. And their numbered scores, that it's not like an IGN review or something. It's just, they just say that to give you a rough idea of like how they thought before they jump into their like in-depth discussion about the game. So it's not like they put a 1 out of 10 on it. Like it literally doesn't work or whatever. It's just, you just probably had like literally no enjoyment out of the game, which is fair enough. But yeah, you we were playing the other day, Josh, and you were mentioning your arms are getting a bit tired. You're getting a bit frustrated with the controls and things like that. Have you how's your sort of thoughts evolved since then, or not at all? Or
Yeah, I really want to like this game. Like, I'm trying to like it, and I feel like with most Nintendo releases, I see and understand the appeal, and I can understand Nintendo's different weird angle at times, and like, yeah, I get it, kind of thing. I don't get this game. I'm just like, this is the one game, I don't know, since having the podcast and be able to cover games and talk about it, I'm really conflicted with how I feel about it, because to me, it's just, it feels like an add-on to a game. Like, I've heard the theory that this could have been like Nintendo Switch Sports Extra Switch 2 expansion here, and it was an add-on of wheelchair basketball that got added to that game, and that would have been a great update to that game. But as a standalone game, I just feel it lacks personality. I feel a game on its own, it just lacks the depth. I know the price tag's lower and accommodates for that, but I know I just look at something like ARMS, and that was like had a bit more to it. A similar premise. It was showcasing the motion controls of the Switch. Not as tech demo-y as like this is trying to be in a way, because this is like the mouse controls, which are very new and different, and the ARMS wasn't anything technically that new with the Switch, because the Wii had already done something like that. But it just doesn't feel too much like a, outside of the very unique controls, like it doesn't feel like a Nintendo game from the look and vibe and personality of it all. So I'm just missing that a little. I think, they could have gone definitely harder with it. And for that reason, I know it's something they've done to show the mouse controls. And that's effectively the game in itself, and the reasoning behind why they've made it. And so it's a game you need to play a lot of to master, to get those controls down packed, to learn how to dribble well, pass, and when it's 3v3 and it's all people, like real people playing online together, strategy and how you're going to go through it's going to be really important here, because if one of you of the three is not on the same page, you're going to really suffer. And we had a little bit of that. We were lucky enough to play with Egmont, so it was the three of us, and at least two of us, like Zach wasn't in the chat at the time, so there was a little bit of we're just doing our own thing. And so, but if you were with online randoms, how would you know what the strategy is? I kind of made sure to stay in defense at times because I could see that you and Egmond were a lot more better going forward and shooting and had those controls down packed. And I was like, I'm going to just hang back in defense, stay to the halfway line and stop any fast breaks and things like that. But I'm going to have to play a bit more to understand it. At the moment, I'm just struggling with it. I enjoyed it just then. I felt like maybe I kind of understood it a bit more. So yeah, waiting to hear a bit more. I just wanted this game to be more than what it is and what I'm seeing so far.
Yeah, like for me, I'm happy with what it is for what it costs for
Yep.
what I expect. I just want like a kind of a fun game to jump into with friends. Nothing like I don't have to worry about leveling up or anything silly like that. It is purely just like let's try and get good at this game and see how we go online. But yeah, that admission of just how it sets up playing with friends
it's
online.
Frustrating, the online.
Because I don't know how to go about it because I can't just team up with you and play with other people. Like we can't do it unless we get lucky and we get put into like the same lobby, which could potentially happen. Like this game is going to be played by not many people, so maybe it will happen.
Fully. Yeah, it will happen, won't it? But you don't want that to be a thing. So yeah, I just that design frustrates me a lot.
Yeah,
and it just makes me feel like they just wanted to get the game out and didn't have time or didn't want to spend that energy to make it a better online experience.
Yeah, I'm just worried because it was the same with Mario Kart too. Like, doing the big races in Mario Kart, you got 24 people in a race. Like, oh, Josh, let's play together and we'll go online. But it's like, but the 22 other races have to be CPUs if it's just us two. Like, do we have 22 other friends to fill in those gaps? It's like, no, we don't.
We do not.
So, yeah, it seems like it's just Nintendo's sort of philosophy just as a whole for their multiplayer games, which worries me about everything else coming out. Even like Kirby Air Riders, next Smash Brothers, all of that. It's all subjected to how Nintendo sees their online offering. Like, yeah, crazy stuff.
Correct. Yeah.
But Josh, that brings us to the end of the House of Mario episode 326. Really enjoyed going through the list with you, talking about Drag X Drive, all of that. But what's the rest of your week look like, mate? Much going on?
Office the next couple of days. Running around still. Finals coming up the week after. Just enjoying the longer days. It's getting a bit warmer, hopefully later in the week. And hopefully I'll have some time for some games later this weekend.
Yeah, it'd be good. We still got to get to Donkey Kong. We both got to finish that game. Everybody's finishing it, Josh. I feel like we're the last ones.
Yeah, I got to play a bit of it over the weekend, which was good. But yeah, just finding the time to have some big sessions just isn't happening. So, but I'm definitely loving every time I get onto it, and I'll keep chipping away. Yeah,
me too. I hope I will.
Yeah.
I've been looking after my little Digimon V pet over the last week. I've got a couple of megas on my orange one. Very nice. Very proud of that. I also found out my original Digimon Tamagotchi from back when I was a kid. The buttons aren't working, so I got to take it apart and hopefully clean it out, and that will fix it. But so that's a part. Works. That might be a part of my week. I might do that this week. And my parents are also going away, so it's just me on the farm. So I'll be have a couple of things to do, I dare say, which will be good.
Do some recordings in the paddock. Get the footage out.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it. I always think about it. Like I need to get back on the camera and all of that. And then like a week goes by, I'm like, oh shit! Like that week went by so quick, and like it's just going by that quick. Every Friday, I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't do it this week, so maybe I should just make half an hour or an hour to do some of that stuff since I've got the paddocks to myself. Yes.
Yeah, do it. It'd be good.
I'll do it. All right, guys. I'm going to leave you with The Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks. This is the theme from the game. I absolutely love it. So I hope you enjoy it too. Where is it? Oh, here it is. I'm playing it off YouTube. Here it goes. It wasn't on Nintendo Music, Josh. So
Typical.
yeah, those silly
One day.
billies. Silly billies at Nintendo. But until next time, guys, the doors to the House of Mario, they are closed. We'll catch you later.
The House of Mario, a Nintendo podcast, is proudly recorded in South Australia. It's hosted and produced by me, Drew Agnew, alongside my co-host, Josh, or JT if you like. Be sure to check out youtube.com/iDrewby, where I share all of my other content and stream the House of Mario live every Monday night at 8:30 p.m. Australian Central Standard Time. Join the Homestead Discord to be a part of our growing community, chat with fellow Nintendo fans, and get involved with the show through our mailbox channel. And don't miss JT's fortnightly Nintendo podcast, Nintendo Maniacs. Each episode features a brand new guest, and if you love the House of Mario, you'll feel right at home there too.